What sheep hunt should we give away?
I don't know. Let's go big. Let's do a desert.
A desert?
Yeah.
Should we give a desert away?
Let's do a desert.
Let's do a desert. Okay, so let's go draw.
Is there someone from New Mexico in the room? To Harris, New Mexico, Lance Bernal.
Lance in the house?
I remember growing up, listening to the stories told by my dad, my grandpa, and uncles of bighorn sheep hunts on our mountain in my reservation. The stories intrigued me and made me wonder what it would be like to hunt sheep. But by the time I was old enough to hunt, the sheep had disappeared and only the stories remained. 30 years later, I have my own sheep story to tell.
Lance.
Lance?
Lance.
Roberto.
Roberto.
Nice to meet you. Mucho gusto. Oh, you speak Spanish, do you?
Un poquito.
Oh, sí? Nice. I like that.
Just enough.
Just enough.
Andres. Lance.
Hola. How you doing?
How you doing?
Lance, Dan.
Nice
Pleasure
to
to
meet
meet
you.
you.
Nate. Nice to meet you.
How you doing? Sorry to keep you waiting. I know you're probably starving.
How are you? What is it? Thanks for sorting that out. It's a little bit of a gong show.
Guns just don't want to leave the US, man.
Yeah, never been out of the US, that's why.
All good. So you, have they told you yet? You'll jump in here?
Okay. Don't have to tell me twice. Just So it's day one.
got in really late last night. Had a delay on my rifle and other luggage, so we didn't get in till about almost 8 o'clock last night. Ate dinner, but it sounds like we're gonna go to one spot for the day, check it out, and then come back, stock up for about 3 days, and back in tomorrow. But we'll still take a little extra just in case we find something today that we want to go after. But can't believe it's here. I'm actually here despite all the delays and running around. It's gonna happen. So gotta go shoot the rifle, make sure re-sight it in, and then we'll just spend the day on the field. Pretty excited. So stay tuned. Oh shit. They don't come for women in Baja for nothing. Rock's dangerous. So we're mid-morning, day one. Glassed from the road and ditched the vehicles and came up on this lookout point. And they spotted one sheep. They couldn't get ID on it, see if it was a ram or if it was a ewe. But I think we're glassing here for a little bit and see what happens. It's like surreal for sure. You never think you'd be on a trip like this, but guys are great. Everybody's working hard looking for sheep and getting along really well. So stay tuned, see what happens. It's
a lot hotter than I thought it would be, but the breeze feels nice, and we and just it's a beautiful, beautiful place. Very grateful for this opportunity, no doubt. So stay tuned. Just waking up from a midday nap. It's about 3 o'clock. There's a buddy, Connor, catching the action on film for us, and just gonna hopefully glass one up today, this afternoon. Found one ewe this morning, so that's a good sign. Some deer, some donkeys. So we're here. It's middle of day one. Kind of found some shade for the middle of the day. Guys are glassing, taking naps. But it's about 2 o'clock now, so I think the sheep will probably start moving pretty soon. Again, we saw one ewe earlier, and she went over the edge. Saw her take off, and hopefully some rams will start showing up a little bit, but can't complain. Saw some animals, saw some deer, some wild donkeys down in the canyon below us. So it's been a good morning so far. Good half day. So see if we can finish out with a good evening. So stay tuned again. Here we go. We went up that this morning. Went around. Now we're going back. There's the sea. Cortez.
Huh?
Is it python? Do you know what top of
Yeah.
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 From the back of his head, looks like he's got the heat glands.
Day 2. Packing up for 3 days. Yesterday was pretty good. Saw a couple ewes, one ram, but he moved off. Lots of wild donkeys. But this is camp. Main camp. Roberto, the guide. It's really awesome. So crazy. Second group.
Mexican dope. What's that? Mexican dope.
Been stopping, driving, glassing all morning. But these guys go anywhere they can to get the high ground. It's pretty cool. 11 o'clock on day 2, just
driving and glassing different spots. But it's been a good morning so far. Seen one group of ewes and young rams, and then second spot we've saw a pair of a young ram and a ewe. So it's been a good day so far. Definitely a lot more sheep on this side, but I think it's getting pretty hot compared to yesterday, so they're probably gonna be bedding down here pretty soon, and I don't know how much further we're gonna go, but we're supposed to hike in and spike camp, so we'll see how that goes. From last night. Everybody slept pretty well, so hopefully we find that ram. morning. We've hiked a couple miles and seen some lone ewes. We've been at this spot for almost an hour and a half, 2 hours. And we're still looking for a ram. This is the basin roughly where the ram we saw on the first day came out of. So I think we're gonna stay here for a while, but I'm not too sure what the plan is after this. Just still looking. That's all we can do. Alright, it's the evening of day 3. We're on top of some point that supposedly that's where the ram was that we saw on the first day. We're trying to relocate him, but it's been a little slow today. A couple ewes again, just to recap. But this is where we're gonna spend the night. Then tomorrow we're limited by water, so I'm guessing that we're gonna have to start circling back, and took a while to get here. I mean, we started climbing at 12:30 in the middle of the day and burnt a lot of water, a lot of calories. Went through some pretty sketchy stuff, but we made it, thank God. And but it's part of sheep hunting, especially these animals. We're just waiting for that break. I mean, that's all we can do is stick with it, persevere, and see what happens. Hopefully we get one. At least get eyes on one. That'd be nice. And then make a game plan from there. So it's real pretty. There has to be a ram in here. Somewhere over here. But he could be anywhere. Man. We were coming up. Time I got a glimpse of that ocean, I just wanted to take a quick dip so bad. It was so hot coming in here. We saw one in here. I have no idea how we get down there. Make a move on him. Right where we were on day 1. Awfully slow. Mm-hmm.
wrapping up day 3, and Roberto ended up spotting a young ram following a ewe. They were going up the same little point that we were on day 1, so it's a little bit of a insult, I guess, but it's alright. At least we know that sheep are still in here. I don't know what the plan is, but I think we're calling it a day, and we're gonna set up camp.